Welcome to GDs. And this is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Movie starts with a man being rescued from the ocean off the Spanish coast. And as he is brought to the king in Spain, he informs the king that he was a crewmate of Ponce de Leon, which disappeared 200 years ago, searching for the Fountain of Youth. And they were able to locate it. And the Spanish king orders to set sail for the Fountain of Youth. While in London, Gibbs is on trial, and they assume him to be Captain Jack Sparrow. Jack tries to break Gibbs out, but they are caught and brought to the King of England. The king asks Jack to help them guide an expedition to locate the Fountain of Youth, as they don't want the Spanish to locate it before them. And Captain Barbossa, now a privateer, will be heading the expedition. Jack is not thrilled, knowing that he will be heading the expedition, while Captain Barbossa only wants the map from him. And when Barbossa informs Jack that he lost the pearl, Jack is furious, and instead of helping, he escapes. And Jack's father, Captain Teague, helps him get away. Captain Teague, getting to know that Jack intends to find the Fountain of Youth, informs him that it will test him, and the fountain has its own ritual. Jack also learns that an imposter is recruiting pirates for an expedition in his name. And he finds that the imposter is Angelica, Jack's former lover, and the daughter of the legendary Blackbeard. And Angelica takes Jack on board the Queen Anne's Revenge, the ship of Blackbeard. On the ship, in order to take command, Jack leads a mutiny. But Captain Blackbeard subdues the crew into obedience, as he wields the sword of Trident, which allows him to control his ship. And he was the one who took the pearl and Barbossa's leg. The crew of the ship also has a captured missionary, Philip Swift, and Angelica feels that he might be able to save his father's soul. Blackbeard informs Jack that he had a vision of his death, and thus wants to reach the Fountain of Youth, and forces Jack to help him out by controlling a voodoo doll of him. On the other hand, with Jack gone, Barbossa threatens Gibbs, and Gibbs, in order to save himself, burns the map, and informs Barbossa that he has the map memorized, and can lead them to the Fountain of Youth. While Jack learns from Angelica that for the Fountain of Youth to work, they need 2 silver chalices from Ponce de Leon's flagship, the Santiago. In addition, they will also need a mermaid's tear. And for the process to work, the mermaid's tear must be placed in one chalice, and both chalices must be drunk together to activate the fountain's healing properties. And the drinker who lacks the tear will die, and their life force will be given to the other. Jack also discovers Blackbeard's collection of captured miniaturized ships, including the Black Pearl. The Revenger sails to Whitecap Bay to capture a mermaid, and they are successful in capturing one mermaid, named Serena. And they carry her in a glass container. But when it breaks, her tail turns into legs. And Philip, caring for her, and seeing she cannot walk, offers to carry her. Serena's tear is extracted by Blackbeard, after Philip expresses his love for her. And having the tear, they leave her to die of dehydration, and Philip is forced to go with the crew. Angelica and Blackbeard send Jack to get the chalices, and take his magic compass as a bargaining chip. And as Jack reaches the Santiago, he meets Barbossa, but they find that the chalices have already been taken by the Spanish. And they work together to retrieve the chalices. And Barbossa informs Jack that Blackbeard attacked the Black Pearl, leading to the loss of his leg via self-amputation. And his main motivation is to take revenge from Blackbeard. And they strike a bargain. After retrieving the chalices from the Spanish, Jack, along with Gibbs, returns to Blackbeard, and in exchange of them, takes back his compass, and sends Gibbs away. Blackbeard's crew locates the fountain, but they are confronted by Barbossa and his men. And being away from the ship, the magic of Blackbeard's sword is not effective. And a fight breaks out between both the crews. As they fight, Philip gets freed, and he runs back to save Serena. And as Barbossa was about to be defeated, the Spanish arrive, and they condemn the fountain as an abomination against God, and throw away the chalices, and order the fountain to be destroyed. Barbossa stabs Blackbeard with his poisoned sword, and takes his sword of Trident, declaring himself the captain, and returns back. While Angelica, trying to help her father, cuts herself from the poisonous sword. Jack tries to search for the chalices, and Serena provides him the same. The Spanish crush the fountain before leaving. But Jack was able to retrieve some remaining drops of water from the fountain, and adds Serena'S tear to one of the chalices. And when Blackbeard asks Angelica to die for him, Jack tricks him into drinking the chalice, lacking the tear. And Angelica is healed, while Blackbeard dies. Barbossa returns to a life of piracy on his new ship. Serena returns to an injured Philip, kisses him, and takes him underwater. While Jack maroons Angelica, as he is unsure whether he can trust her or not. And he returns to reunite with Gibbs, who used Jack's compass to locate the ship and took the bottled black pearl. And as the movie ends, the voodoo doll of Jack, created by Blackbeard, washes ashore to Angelica. Thanks for watching. And if you liked it, please subscribe.